We first reported on this story last week. Now, community leaders are involved, and the woman living inside the home is finally sharing her side of the story. Community activist Andrew Holmes, along with 6th Ward Alderman Roderick Sawyer, look for answers as they visit a home owned by Danielle Cruz. Cruz says a stranger moved into her Chatham home and refuses to leave. When you saw this story, you called me immediately. You were outraged. Can you tell me why?
You do not have a right to take anybody's home. I don't care who you are.
This all started when Cruz put her house on the market several weeks ago. Cruz says shortly after, she got a call from her contractor informing her that all of her locks were changed and an unknown woman had moved inside. Since this first story aired, Cruz says she's heard from people all over the country. Why do you think this story struck a chord with so many people?
Because they know it can happen to anyone.
Cruz told me when she learned the woman moved into her home, she called police. But officers said because the woman presented a lease, it's a civil matter. Police referred Cruz to the eviction courts. Cruz says she's never met the woman before and never gave her a lease. She believes the woman inside is a squatter. Alderman Sawyer also saw the story and decided to get involved. The home is in his ward.
What we need to do is work on state law, our city partners, to make sure that we have outlined the rights and responsibilities of owners as it relates to trespassers. They have currently more rights than the current owners do.
The two community leaders joined Cruz to get answers. They said they saw the woman in question and another adult with a child, but no one wanted to come out and talk.
It's not that we just want to put them out on the street. We want to make sure that they're okay as well. But we do want to, first of all, restore the balance back to the rightful owners.
Moments later, the woman inside called the police. Are you able to tell us what she said?
No, I can't comment.
About 5 minutes later, the woman inside invited Holmes in. He was there for about 40 minutes. And while he was there, Holmes convinced the woman to call me to share her side of the story. She told me she's the victim of a scam and that she paid someone $3,000 up front to rent the Chatham property. She says she signed a lease and paid the person in cash. As for who gave her the lease, she says she can't locate or reach them now. She says she wouldn't just break into someone's home and that she isn't a bad person. And while she plans to move out eventually, she wasn't going to just leave and end up on the street. She says the only time Cruz and her husband have tried to talk to her was when the police showed up. But she says they haven't tried to work anything out with her since. Cruz tells me that simply isn't true.
It was my husband who she directly told. He offered her $1,000 to $2,000 to move out, and she basically laughed in his face and said that she wanted $8,000 and she would leave. It honestly makes me really angry to know that she's still in there.
Cruz says not only are the eviction courts backlogged, she and her husband can't afford an attorney, so they are praying the woman will leave soon. Now, the woman living inside the home tells me she is willing to meet with Andrew Holmes and Alderman Sawyer to try to work something out. She says she was never wanting to make local news, let alone national, and she just wants the situation to be done with.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube channel.